So Mary, I'd like to talk now about the acquisition itself. You did mention that you started to get the attention of Amazon before the acquisition. Was that a strategic sort of play, or was it just that's how things go? You start taking market share and then bigger players come knocking type of thing?
So Sam, we were on a roadshow. We were raising capital. We know that we had enough solutions for our customers at that time, and we really needed the cash.
Yeah.
So we were on, we hired investment bankers, and we were on the roadshow. So my job switched from, just purely getting selection and all of that to also pitching
Yes.
to investors like any other startup. And that's our story, and that's why we need the funds, and that's what we're going to do with the funds. Literally a startup pitch, and I think that's how we got Amazon as well attention when they saw that we needed some help, not only capital but also with the power of technology of Amazon, it will enable us to scale faster. So at the time we had many options of investors. We chose Amazon because of the strategic power. And how they would help to scale e-commerce in the Middle East much faster than anyone else. And that was really the key, turning point of why Amazon was the choice at that time.
So after the incredible acquisition, apparently it's not always smooth sailing, as I've got to know offline. Would love to know what were the challenges after the acquisition once you have some big company which is part of the team right now, and they also have their know-how which they can translate and probably provide you with. But did things get easier or did things get more difficult?
I'll talk about that. So I think, first of all, what was most important is that our values at Souk were exactly the same as Amazon values. Okay. And that helped a lot. And at Souk, we were only focused on our customers. So as I said before, we were always focused on solving our customer problems. And guess what? Amazon is just customer obsessed. Mm-hmm. At Souk, we have the startup mentality and we solve problems by building them. And at Amazon, it's always day one. And it's always, you know what, we don't know, let's start, and we are always learning and improving. And hence that fundamental commonalities between the two companies was very important, and that helped a lot the acquisition, migration, and integration phase. Mm-hmm. Okay. Having said that, of course, it was, we called it the bear hug. So it's a hug. Amazon really loved us. We were their baby, but they were a bear, and hugging us was not necessarily always, easy.
Yes.
So yes, we did, of course, we internally as an organization, while super excited as a leadership team, but there was a lot of internal processes that we had to learn from Amazon. And I remember very well me sitting with Ronaldo, who is he was our CEO, and Asif, our CFO. Yes. And we were invited the first day in Seattle to go, and it was like, they were welcoming us. And at Amazon, you probably know, there's the document, process where we sit down, we go into a meeting, you sit down, you read a 6-pager. Okay. No one says hi. You just sit and you read. And then after, 20 minutes or half an hour, we start the discussions. And we go there, and it was, the probably the most difficult OP1, which is like the budget planning at Amazon. And we sit and we read, and it was like, okay, and these are like Asif and Ronnie. Put me aside, but Asif and Ronnie were like most intelligent people I ever worked with, and we all look at each other and it's like, we don't understand anything. It's like, what is that? So it did take time. It did take time to understand the Amazon processes, to learn how to write a document, to learn to be part of a huge, tech giant. We were used to, hey, we have this problem. Okay, 3 engineers, Jordan, get it done. I want it done in 2 weeks. 2, you have to write a document, wait for your, roadmap. Is Mina on the roadmap even? All right. And if we are on the roadmap, it's not 3 engineers. It's actually going to cost us 300 SDE weeks. It's an X large project and so forth. So that shift was quite a difficult shift for the organization internally to adapt to. But we did it, and we did it, very well. we also had a lot of our sellers who
Okay.
are also our customers in that.
Yeah.
So while we migrated the customers, because then you were moving from a souk, app and souk
Interface to a new-
experience
yeah.
to an Amazon one. But I think the biggest challenge is also for our sellers who are selling on souk, because we held their hands very closely. We helped them to create the content. The souk seller central was a much easier one. Arabized, the fulfillment was in Arabic. Like we literally had to go through every single step again and migrate that into an Amazon world and educate our sellers to the Amazon worlds, which were not necessarily very easy. And I think we faced a lot of challenges. But then on the bright side, once we were fully integrated, the customer wins at the end of the day, because suddenly you not only have, the selection here, it is a much better experience, the Amazon personalization, the search, the ML models gives the customers a way better experience. But then also you open cross-border, which is the last actually project I worked on Amazon, which is bringing amazing global sellers and selection from China, from India, from the US, from everywhere into the Middle East. So the customer can actually, in sitting in Dubai, can have access to literally any selection on Amazon that they want. And with Prime, they can even get it free shipping. And that's, again, the beauty of an Amazon world.